husband and I live here on our farm. Outside, we have a huge farm with plenty of animals. We have cows, sheep and horses, hens and pigs. There are geese as well, all in the yard. We have one wonderful goose. Truly wonderful. What is it?
A golden egg.
Oh, hooray!
A golden egg.
Oh, we're going to be rich.
So rich. We shan't eat it.
Oh no, we'll sell it for a great deal of money.
We're going to be so rich. Both so rich.
These are real golden eggs. That wonderful goose of mine, she lays one golden egg every day.
Look, another golden egg.
Another one. Oh, we're so wealthy. I want to buy some more horses.
Yes, and a cart. We shall go riding.
Then we won't have to walk to market anymore. Oh, it'll be wonderful. The man and his wife became so wealthy and bought beautiful things.
A golden egg.
Oh, my one goose. She lays us one egg every day
Beautiful.
of real gold.
We're so rich from all of this.
I'm fed up with the waiting. Every day, just one egg.
I have an
I'm
idea.
fed up.
If the goose laid eggs, then her insides must be made of gold. Let's open her up, get out the gold all at once. Don't have to wait any longer.
Oh, that's a good idea. Bye-bye.
So they killed the goose and cut her open. To their surprise, they found she was just like any other goose. Her insides weren't made of gold at all.
We've got no golden eggs now.
None at all.
Our wonderful goose is dead. Now we're left poor. We have nothing.
Greedy people can lose all they have.
One day, a fox invited a stork to dinner at his home. "Thank you," said the stork. "I would love to come." The stork arrived, hungry and eager for dinner. "Make yourself at home," said the fox. "I'll just go and serve up the food." The stork could hardly wait. Wonderful smells were coming from the fox's kitchen. But when the fox returned, the stork was filled with dismay. For the fox had served all the food on flat plates. With his long, thin beak, the stork couldn't manage to eat anything at all. "Oh dear, aren't you hungry?" asked the fox. Without waiting for a reply, he said, "Well, I suppose if you won't eat your dinner, I'll have to." Ate all of the stork's dinner as well as his own. The stork was angry at the way the fox had tricked him, and he thought of a clever way to get his revenge. The following week he invited the fox to at his home. When the fox arrived, he was so hungry that his mouth was watering. But when he sat down at the table, he saw that the stork had put all the food into jugs with long, narrow necks. The stork had no trouble getting at the food with his long, slender beak, but the fox couldn't reach any of it. This time he had to watch as the stork ate both dinners.
If you play tricks on people, they might do the same to you one day.
The story of the dog in the manger. One day a dog was wandering the countryside. He hadn't eaten for a whole day and he was very hungry. However, continuing his journey, he came to a farm. Perhaps I'll find some food in there, he thought, as in the farm he had noticed a stable. He prepared himself, and he ran and jumped into the stable, but all found was hay. He was disappointed, and he noticed something in the corner. Perhaps there was food in there. But on jumping up into it, the dog found that this meadow too was filled only with hay. Well, he thought, I can't eat this, but at least it makes a warm bed. And he snuggled down and went fast asleep. The dog slept on until he felt something soft nuzzling at him. It was the nose of one of the horses who lived in the stable. And the dog was shocked when he opened his eyes and saw, standing over him in the manger, not one horse, but two.
Sorry to disturb you. Can you move out of the manger? We want to eat our dinner now.
No, I won't. Go away. The dog stubbornly refused to move.
Why? Dogs don't eat hay, do they?
The dog replied, No. No, of course not. The horse neighed, chuckling.
So why can't we have it then?
Because if I can't eat, nobody else can eat either. Now, go away. Go on. And so they did. So the poor horses had to go hungry, and all because of a selfish dog.
Keep others from having what you don't need.
Once there was a little mouse who lived in the country. He had a cosy little nest under a tree, and he had plenty of seeds and berries to eat. He was a very happy mouse. One day, his cousin from town came to visit him. Country Mouse gave his cousin a delicious meal of acorns and black currants. Then he made up a warm bed of leaves and straw for But Town Mouse, now that he was in the country, in the house under the tree, wasn't happy at all. He thought acorns were tough, and the black currants sour. The bed, hard and scratchy. Life in the country is no fun at all, said Town Mouse the Ney. Come to town with me, and I'll show you how exciting life can be. So the two mice left for town. Say bye-bye to the mice. Bye-bye. Bye. Country Mouse and Town Mouse walked all day until they came to a big, fine house. Country Mouse couldn't believe his eyes, it was so big. See, I told you, here we are at last, said Town Mouse. Shh. They crept into the house through the front door. And Town Mouse, Country Mouse, shh, be quiet. And they crept down a corridor and went into the dining room. It was a huge room, and down at the other end they could see a table. And Town Mouse said, "Come on." And they went into the dining room and went to the table. It was huge, with curly legs. And the table was laid with bowls of fruit, of cheese and biscuits, and trays of cakes and chocolates. There was everything. All looked delicious. "I told you life in town was exciting," said Mouse. "Come along, I'll show you." So they climbed up the curly legs onto the table. Country Mouse climbed onto the table and wasn't sure what to do. And Town Mouse said, "Go on, you can eat anything you like. Try it all." So Country Mouse first had some cheese. Then he had a bit of cake. And he tried everything on the table. And he really was himself. Suddenly, the door opened. And walked into the room. "Oh, mice! Mice!" she shrieked, swatting at the table with a cloth. The mice were terrified. They ran from the table quickly as they could. "Follow me!" cried Town Mouse. And they ran as fast as they could down the corridors, as quickly as they possibly could, to a dark little hole in the skirting board. And they both jumped down through the hole. And Country's heart was beating like a drum. The mice stayed there in the dark until everything seemed quiet again. The two mice were in the hole in the skirting boards. And eventually, Town Mouse peeped out to see if it was safe. And he said to Country Mouse, "Let's go." They both climbed out of the hole and headed back for the dining room. They wanted to get onto the again. But no sooner did they get there when a big black and white cat ran into the room. He chased the mice all round the dining room. Round and round the table they went, until they managed to escape through in the floorboard. And they stayed under the floorboards all night. They had nothing to eat, and they were starving. Town Mouse and Country Mouse both slept under the floorboards. In the morning they awoke. They climbed back up through the crack, and Country Mouse told his cousin, "Thank you for showing me your home, but I don't think I'll stay any longer. I'm going to the country, where it's safe and peaceful and I can be happy. I'm sorry I can't stay any longer. It's so dangerous here. I'm frightened to stay. So if you don't mind, I'd rather go home." And Town Mouse said, "Oh, all right then." So Country Mouse put on his hat, coat and his gloves, and they said bye to each other and gave each other a hug. And off Country Mouse went. He turned around and he waved to Town Mouse, and Town Mouse waved bye-bye back. And off he went back to the country.
A safe and simple life is better than an exciting but dangerous one.